You're now traveling with TVMA the Tea. Hit that like and subscribe button right now. Live, you're now traveling with TVMA the Tea, your local Houston travel blogger, your local cruise planners, land and sea expert. And guys, we're going to be talking travel today with the beautiful Victoria Harper of Jamaica Tourism, guys. So keep it locked. We'll be right back.
I'm feeling human and burning bricks from a past life full of scars. Ask me where I'm coming from, and I'll share with you my soul. Ask me where I'm going to, I'll have to meet you down the road. It's not time, no, it's not time, no. I am on a journey. There's a long way left to go, dancing down the open road. I am on a journey. There's a long way left to go, dancing down the open road. I am on a journey. Pretty colors of the sea. I'm a bird, half flying free. Thinking about all movements made, the path my destiny has laid. I need to travel light. Oh, but I'm feeling human nature. And your eyes, they shine so bright. Ask me where I'm coming from, and I'll share with you my soul. Ask me where I'm going to, I'll have to meet you down the road. It's not time, no, 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 it's not time, no. I am on a journey.
You're now traveling with TVMA the Tea. Come along.
Pretty colors of the sea. I'm a bird, half flying free. Half flying free. Ooh, half flying free. Ooh, I am on a journey. Oh, there's a long way left to go, dancing down the open road. I am on a journey. Pretty colors on the sea. I'm a bird, half flying free. I am on a journey. There's a long way left to go, dancing down the open road.
Traveling with TVMA the Tea. Come along. Right on. Amen.
All right. That time it did what it was supposed to do. Guys, if you're just tuned in, you're now traveling with your local Houston travel blogger, TVMA the Tea, your cruise planners, land and sea expert, Latanya here. And I'm talking travel today with yours truly, Jamaica Tourism Board, Victoria Harper. If you're watching on Facebook, give her some hearts, throw some hearts up in the air, welcome her, guys, as she's going to be delivering the travel tea to us today, guys. So if Jamaica is in your future, let's just go ahead and announce the elephant in the room. If Jamaica is in your future, guys, if you feel like Jamaica is in your future for the end of this year or maybe sometime next year thereafter, of course we know that things are fluidly changing, but these are some hot things that you would want to know right now. We're going to call this the Jamaica Travel Tea, darling. So with that being stated, Victoria, tell us about yourself.
Well, firstly, Latanya, thank you so much for inviting me here on behalf of the Jamaica Tourist Board to be with your wonderful member audience. And it is a pleasure to be showcasing destination Jamaica. You know, Latanya, as I was watching the video, I saw so many images of you in Jamaica, and it had me reminiscing and having me wanting to go home, you know. But I am actually based here in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm the business development manager for the Jamaica Tourist Board, and I'm on the Northeast USA team. And I'm so proud to be representing our beautiful destination. You know, Latanya, tourism is the lifeblood of Jamaica. And so it's very, very important to us. And as we reopened our borders on June 15th, you know, we basically have new standards in place to ensure safety for all our visitors. And we have been welcoming quite a large number of visitors, as you can imagine. So we
That's
want to come on here today. And as you said, today is a great day to plan a vacation. There's a lot of time still left in 2020. And of course, 2021 is just on the horizon. So let's
right.
go.
That's right. Let's go. Guys, I can't stress this enough, y'all. Jamaica is my third home because everybody knows New Orleans is my second. But guys, matter of fact, New Orleans is my second. Y'all see that? But Jamaica is my third home, and I really, really love Jamaica. I love the culture of the people. I just love the good vibes, man. It's Irie, how they say in Jamaica. So, guys, we're getting the tea today from Victoria. And Victoria, can you share a little bit what is Jamaica tourism for my adventurers who may not know?
Well, as I said, the Jamaica Tourist Board is a marketing arm of Jamaica's tourism. And as tourism being our lifeblood, you know, it's our main income earner. So basically, the Jamaica Tourist Board role, for example, throughout the world, and particularly our USA team here, is to, you know, promote visitor arrivals to the island, showcase our destination, as you say. You know, there's so many things that people embrace about Jamaica. And that goes into our new marketing campaign, which kicked off January 2020, which says Jamaica is the heartbeat of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And why is this? Because so many people globally are visitors or friends of Jamaica. As you say, Jamaica is your third home. You have embraced Jamaica's culture. You have embraced our cuisine. You know, you have embraced our people, our natural beauty,
Yes.
you know, the beaches. We have so much to offer as a destination. And, you know, we have a very high repeat visitor rate. It's over 42%. So at the end of the day, the diversity of our country, you know, makes people want to come back time and time again. So yeah, Jamaica's tourism has been ongoing for over 100 years. It's a lifeblood of our country.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why even in these times that, you know, our government has made a decision to reopen tourism. So we're well in our on our way to our phase 2 of our reopening. As I was sharing with you, we have quite a number. Yes, I know you can't wait to get down. As you say, it's all about an Irish vibe. It's a good feeling. It's an island of no problem. You know, I mean,
No worries.
Right, no worries, man, no worries. So I want you just to go through, you know, some of what's happening here on island. So I wanted to share with you my little presentation here.
Okay, so let me stop my screen share so you can share your
Okay, my
screen.
dear.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Let me stop my screen share and then you'll be able to go ahead and take over. So guys, I'm giving her co-host opportunity right now because she has some travel tea, guys, some news that we can use. Keep it locked. Don't go nowhere. Matter of fact, tag a friend. If you know someone traveling to Jamaica this year or next year, they definitely don't want to miss this tea, darling. Go ahead and tag them in this Facebook Live. Also, for those of you watching, thank you for tuning in this morning on this beautiful Friday morning. Be sure you type your questions inside of the Facebook group and I'll be asking those for you to Victoria. Victoria, you can go ahead and share your screen.
Well, okay, that is the panel that I am looking here for, my dear. Let's
Okay, so you see where you see it's either at the top or the bottom. It's gonna say screen share. Share your screen in green. You see it? Roll your mouse to the top of your Zoom. Inside of your Zoom. Go
so I did click on share screen.
Okay. So now what you do is, do you see your presentation?
No.
Okay, so what you've got to do is, first thing you need to do is get your presentation up. So go ahead and go to the file your presentation is in and bring it up.
Yes, it is up now.
Okay, hit the share screen button again.
All right, the only thing with that is when we hit the share screen, I'm not seeing the presentation there.
That's fine. I'm gonna tell you what to do to walk you through it. So when you hit the share screen button, hit advanced and see if it's there, or files. You see how it says basic, advanced, and files? So if you don't see your presentation there, then you need to go to files and go to wherever with us today. She's going to be sharing some travel tea for the news that we can use, honey. And for those of you that are planning to go to Jamaica this year and next year, this is some tea that you definitely don't want to miss. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is a very fluid situation. So whatever Victoria tells you today, or whatever you see me post on my travel agency page with cruise planners about Jamaica travel, it could potentially change. This is why it's very imperative that you follow a reputable travel agency, guys, so you can stay up to date with the travel tea. Victoria, it's all yours. You can take it away.
Thank you so much, Latanya. So as I was saying, you know, Jamaica is open for business. On June 15th, we actually opened our borders to all international travelers. So as such, there is a controlled entry program in place, and so travel authorization is required. But just so you know, Jamaica is the largest English-speaking island in the Caribbean. We're just 600 miles south of Miami, so we have a great location in being, so easy to get to. And of course, our mother language is English, but of course, we speak a dialect called Patois. That's how comes Latanya is able to say, Ira man, what a guan? How you stay? All right. Let's get down to some business here, because I know some of you, even while we're speaking, are getting ready to book that airline ticket and that resort vacation in Jamaica. So here's what you'll have to do. For travel authorization, which is required for all travelers to Jamaica, you would go online to visitjamaica.com and apply for that travel authorization. But keep in mind, you don't need the travel authorization form to be approved before you book that airline ticket and travel to Jamaica with Latanya. You can go ahead and make that booking, but you will have up to 5 days prior to your intended date of departure to go online to visitjamaica.com and apply for your travel authorization. So you know that authorization comes back almost instantly. However, we do have 4 high-risk states. They are Arizona, Florida, New York, and Texas. So if you're traveling from those states, if you're residents in any of those 4 states, you will need to upload a negative COVID-19 PCR test result from a College of American Pathology. So it really has to be CAP accredited, and you must use that within 10 days of your travel date. All right? And just so you know, all business travelers will be tested upon arrival and quarantined for 48 hours. So basically, after you've gotten your approved travel authorization, then from the high-risk states, it will be valid for 11 days from the test date, whereas regular travelers from other states, it will remain at 7 days from the application is approved. So as I was sharing with Latanya, and as she knows, Jamaica has taken great measures in the safety of our nation and has done a very good job in managing the COVID. And as such, we have all plans in place with the opening of a tourism resilient corridor. So basically, from the resort area of Negril all the way along the north coast of Port Antonio is the first phase of our tourism resilient corridor that's open to our visitors. And the second phase would be along the south coast, which has recently open. But you can be sure if you go to a hotel in Jamaica, it would have been cleaned, sanitized, you know, a number of the hotels, their restaurants, you know, they would have servers serving you, they have their plexiglasses. Each tourism entity has had to basically be made COVID-19 compliant. So they have to be licensed by our TPDCO, or Tourism Product Development Company, who is basically validating and certifying all of these tourism entities. So as they reopen, and of course, this does not only include hotels, but also our attractions as well, or beaches, or restaurants and bars. So you'll know that you're in a safe destination. But one of our main selling points is the ease and convenience of getting to Jamaica. It's so easy to get to Jamaica, with it being only 3 hours, 20 minutes from any of your major Northeast gateways. We have major airline carriers, which is American Airlines, Delta Airlines, JetBlue, Southwest, United, who have actually resumed nonstop service. So we think that's your time here, Latanya.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I was actually looking for some Jamaica travel, honey, and I did see that United is back to nonstop. So I applaud them for that.
Yes, so we're very easy to get to. And you know, Latanya, in times like these, people are going to want a short flight and, you know, to be able to get to their destination. I recently spoke to one of my colleagues who represents Malaya Baka Village. He said it was approximately 1 hour from door to door, arriving in the airport, you know, through immigration, customs, and such, with all the health risk assessment that's in place. Because even though you have received travel authorization, right, and you arrive in Jamaica, your clients are still gonna have to go through a health risk assessment, where they'll do the temperature checks, etc. You know, but it's no longer a requirement where everybody's tested on arrival. But you know, we do recommend that you do go ahead and get a negative test. So when you arrive on island, you have that to show, and it's within a 10-day period, you know, even if it's not required, if you're not coming from a high risk state, because it only helps to show the health officer that, you know, this clean bill of health here. And of course, as Latanya will tell you, you want to arrive in Jamaica in fine style. And one of our biggest attractions is Club Mobile, or VIP Arrival Lounge. Yes, you are meted and greeted with a handheld sign. It is a escorted track through customs, immigrations, and of course, right to baggage claim. You have a wonderful welcome lounge, and you know, you can have a nice refreshing drink, a little snack before you're off to your hotel and you're ready to jump on that beach. So Miss Hardy can tell you, she knows Jamaica very well, and Montego Bay, of course, is the tourist capital. So this is where most of our visitors come into. So another big selling point is the diversity, you know, of the destination. You may want to stay in Montego Bay because you have a resort 5-10 minutes from the airport. You know, it's also known for some great nightlife and entertainment. You know, you can head down to the hip strip, what they're now calling Jimmy Cliff Boulevard, that's the downtown Montego Bay, or you can visit, you know, a plantation house. Many of our attractions have opened as of July 21st. You know, they're no COVID, yes, 19 compliant. So we know that there's nothing like rafting down that river, drinking a nice rum punch, and then go and visiting a local craft market. You know, our Jamaican people are very industrious, very gifted, very talented. Look at that smile right there. We're ready to welcome you onto the island. You know, we're ready to bargain with you and share our culture with you. But some of us are true beach lovers, and maybe you just want really not much to do but kick off your shoes, relax. Latanya also, great for honeymooners, is Negril, which is a capital of casual. And of course, you know, it is well known for that 7-mile white sand beach. So imagine waking up at your hotel in Jamaica, having a nice breakfast of some fresh fruits. So, you know, in Jamaica, you see fruits that you don't see here. whether it's soursop, sweet sop, OTT apple, and then taking a beautiful walk on that beautiful white sand beach there in a grill, meeting a local. But at the end of the evening, Latonya will tell you that most people head west to the grill because the West End is where the party takes place at Rick's Cafe. You may want to take a catamaran cruise from your hotel over to Rick's, a very famous for diving. I know I did it back in the day, diving off. Now I'll just watch, maybe have a red stripe, looking at the sunset. The West End is known for like the best sunset in the world. Like the sun actually goes to sleep there in the grill. And so, as we're saying, you know, Jamaica is open for business. Now, another part of the resilient corridor that's open is Ocho Rios, which we know is the centerpiece of Jamaica. And of course, many of you know it is home to the famous Delta River Falls. Don't forget, we're gonna have a trivia question at the end. So we wanna make sure you're paying attention.
That's right. Y'all know how to roll.
Yes. So as we continue in the resort area of Ocho Rios, most people will tell you that you have to experience the Duns River Falls, 600 feet of cascading water that you can
So fun. So fun. Oh my God.
You made it all the way up?
I sure did. The husband and I, we conquered that. Our friends, we sure did.
Nice. Wonderful. Congratulations. All the way up. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm sure you stopped to at one of the vendors there as well, yes, to buy some nice Jamaican art or a t-shirt. I know I can't leave Jamaica, Latonya, without coming home with something Jamaican, and people say, oh, where you got that shirt? Or, you know, but it's just our colors. We're very vibrant culture. But a lot of people don't know about our resort area of Port Antonio, which is all the way to the eastern.
Yes, it is.
Yes, we're gonna have to take a trip there because let me tell you, you have the iconic Frenchman's Cove. You know, Latonya, this is where tourism actually really all started in Jamaica. I mean, like in the early 50s, you had the swashbucklers, the movie stars, Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn actually called Jamaica the most beautiful woman he has ever seen, right? Yes, it is so lush. It is so beautiful. It's an eco resort. It is so tropical. Of course, it's home to the Blue Lagoon, which is said to be bottomless. They filmed many movies there with Tom Cruise, etc. And in 1962, the first James Bond film was filmed there. And I don't know if you heard, but the 25th James Bond film was filmed last year in Jamaica, and it was actually scheduled to come out, but it's been delayed, but it's scheduled now to come out this fall, and that's No Time to Die. And yes, No Time to Die. Isn't that like a great title?
Yes, yes.
And it was filmed in Port Antonio, but Port Antonio has a lot of history. And so if your clients want a very quiet, laid back, sort of hideaway, not a touristy resort area at all, you want to visit Port Antonio, because this is actually a home of Boston Jerk, where it all began, right? So, okay. And beautiful rivers as well, and it's gateway to the Blue Mountains. And of course, rafting on the famous Rio Grande. This is where rafting was invented, you know. Yes, in
I want to do that, but I'm so nervous.
Oh, trust me, they are so skilled at what they do, and they actually know, you know, when the river is coming down or when it's going to raft or not. I mean, they're really experts on it. When I did experience this Rio Grande rafting in 2017, there's a lady who actually sets up shop on the river, and she has her Dutch pot, and she makes these fabulous Jamaican meals. And she shared with us that she hosted Johnny Depp, the movie star, for his wedding. He had his wedding right on this raft going down the Rio Grande. Isn't that something?
Yes, it is.
Yes, so let's go. But of course, you know, Kingston is our cultural capital. It's the heartbeat of the Caribbean. I'm born and raised in Kingston.
Okay.
Kingston, yes, Kingston is where you want to go if you really want to experience our nightlife, our culture. Of course, many, you know, art museums as well. You have the Bob Marley Museum. They recently opened a Peter Tosh, who was also with the Wailers, a Peter Tosh museum as well. It's also a gateway to the Blue Mountains. So if you like a coffee plantation tour, you know, etc., it really is a vibrant city. And actually where most of our population is, of our almost 3 million people, majority of which live in Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest festivals that normally takes place in April is our carnival.
Yes.
Time to put on that costume. Well, it was postponed, but it is going to take place in October in Kingston. It is scheduled.
Oh, that's my birthday month.
Hey, let's plan that trip and let's get going. I'd love to
do it.
Show you Kingston. You know, Bob Marley put Jamaica on the map of the world, right? With that reggae music, indigenous to Jamaica, still to this day. You remember famous tagline before, which was Jamaica once you go, you know. Then we had Jamaica One Love, and we had One Love.
I still rep that.
Yeah, let's get together and feel all right. And, you know, of course, that was written by Bob Marley. And right now, our theme song for Heartbeat of the World is Could You Be Loved, which is also by Bob Marley. And it's so funny, Latanya, in these COVID-19 times, you know, that we're living in, it's like a new normal. And so what Jamaica Tourist Board has also been doing is engaging our consumer and travel audiences alike with our culture. So, you know, we've had live DJ sessions, whether on our social media pages, or we've had cooking demonstrations, showcasing the culture. That is what we're able to connect with our visitors about, is, you know, aspects of our culture that is so well known. As you know, we're known for like some of the best coffee in the world. Arguably, we know it's probably like one of the most expensive. So Blue Mountain Coffee is where, in the Blue Mountains, is where the Blue Mountain Coffee comes from. Yes, it's actually 7,402 feet high. But did you know that recently we opened up a new cruise ship port in Kingston? Is our newest cruise ship port.
No, I didn't know that.
And it's actually out by Port Royal, which has a lot of history. And it was once known as the wickedest city on earth. And that because it was actually the richest city on earth. You know, you've seen Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm bringing up Johnny Depp again. But yes, these were where all the pirates were, where all the trading and the wealth and everything went on. Very famous. And so archaeological excavations are being done on the ground because it had sunk. You know, there was a major earthquake many moons ago, but here we are. Port Royal is a destination in Kingston that you can visit and enjoy. And as I said, Latanya, many of our attractions have opened. We're looking at the Wise Falls, which
that's my next one. Somebody on Facebook Live say, hey, I've completed Dunn's Rivers Fall too. Shout out to Natasha, girl. It was a journey, wasn't it? But guess what? This YS Falls is next on my bucket list. I've got to do it. We've got to make it to the top, honey, and it's going to be done.
Beautiful. Well, if you made it to the top of Dunn's River, I'm sure this is going to be a easy feat for you. And you can stop and enjoy their picnic area. They have a restaurant, and I know they have a saltwater pool as well. So just to relax in the flora and fauna. Or if you want to go visit a bar over water, you know, you'll find that on the south coast, the famous Pelican Bar. Just spend the afternoon out there, the crystal clear water, and just enjoying that beautiful Jamaican breeze, nice red stripe. And then
they actually put, wait a minute, Victoria. They actually put a bar in the middle of the ocean. It like, wow.
It's actually about a mile out. So it's actually like, you know, a tour that you can take. And, you know, they take you out on a boat. And it's a restaurant, it's a bar, it's a hot spot. And, you know, not too many people maybe No, the South Coast as well as they know, say Montego Bay or Ocho Rios. You know, we don't have a lot of major all-inclusives on the South Coast. You know, we have less hotels that side. It's really known for community tourism. It's known for the attractions. It's known for the Black River Safari, the Aquaton Estate Room Tour, as you said, West Folk. Of course, we have Sandals. We have a Sandals.
That's right. Sandals is on South Coast.
Right, but most of the resorts are like boutique resorts, like Jake's, and you know, guest houses and such. So this, you know, it's a more of a resort area for people who wanna get out, walk about, you know, meet the people, and there you go, you know. And of course, you know very well that Jamaica is really known as the #1 destination wedding capital in the Caribbean. We actually won best wedding and honeymoon destination at the World Travel Awards in 2020, voted on by over 200,000 travel professionals like yourself. Yes. And we also won best culinary destination. But here's the thing, it's so easy to get married in Jamaica because your clients can be married in less than 24 hours of being on island, or you only need to be on island 24 hours before you can be legally married. But of course, they're going to make those arrangements with you in good advance time, Latanya, because they may want to set their date at a resort, or they may want to stay in a villa and have an outdoor wedding at one of our local venues. You know, you can get married in front of the Duns River Falls, or atop a mountain cliff at Lover's Leap, or at a Caribbean golf course, championship golf course overlooking the Caribbean Sea, or 18th century great house or a church. I mean, and then over the water. You know, we have the over the water chapels now. So especially in these times, I think you'd agree, people are going to want open outdoor spaces. And of course, Jamaica is just so breathtakingly beautiful. So it makes for the perfect backdrop. And then we know what happens after the marriage. Here comes the little kiddies. And you know, families love Jamaica. Those children will talk about that trip to Jamaica forever. If you send your clients and you send a family to Jamaica, those children are going to remind their parents about their trip to Jamaica.
Running.
Yeah, so they'll be going again, you know. Lots to do on island. We have more attractions than any other Caribbean destination. I just want to touch a little bit on some of the new developments that took place recently in in January of 2020. We saw the launch of the new Eclipse, which is like a new destination at Half Moon. Half Moon is one of our traditional properties, very classic, very elegant, home to championship golf course. And so they added like these 48 brand new villas. And so again, a diverse offering for our accommodations, because you may want somebody, you know, who wants to be in a private villa with their own family, and they have their own butler and cook and, you know, housekeeper, everything like that. Half Moon definitely has that option in Montego Bay. So that was part of the new development. And of course, late last year, we saw the opening of Ocean Coral Spring. This is a brand.
Oh, yes. That's one I've got to go and visit. Have you been yet?
It's in Trelawney. You know, I actually, when I was there in December, they had been planning to have a soft opening, and I had my stay booked, and I was ready to go and experience it. Because, you know, Trelawney is just outside of Montego Bay.
Yes.
In the parish of Falmouth is a town, and the parish is Trelawney. So this is also home to.
I think it's about what, an hour? About an hour, an hour and a half from Montego Bay?
Well, no, not even quite, you know, because it's just outside of Montego Bay. Because once you get to the Falmouth cruise ship pier, you know you're nearby here. So this is just like around 45 minutes, I'm going to say.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, Trelawney. And Trelawney is a parish where you saying boat is from. But this is a brand new build. They're opening two such resorts, a whole nother brand new building, but the family offering. opened, as I said, last year, but it wasn't quite ready. So I had to shift to another hotel. So I actually enjoyed myself at the couple swept away in Negril. Very, very nice. Different kind of experience. Adults so
Mhm.
very laid back and stuff, but totally enjoyable. And that just goes back to the diversity of offerings. And of course, you know, a lot of people are very familiar with the popular Rio brand. Well, our famous Rio Ocherios location, they had a total renovation. They added a brand new water park. And this is one of the properties that is now open in Jamaica.
Very
There's a
nice
picture.
for families. Very nice.
Who is getting married in Jamaica over the water? Here you have it. Over the
Yes.
water chapels. Sandos Montego Bay, Sandos Ocho Beach, and Sandos South Coast. First of the kind in the Caribbean. And if you remember when I was talking about that hip strip, downtown Montego Bay, where you have Margaritaville, Carcliff, the nightlife, new bars and lounges there. They have renovated and opened this fabulous new property called S Hotel. Okay, S Hotel, right on Doctor's Cave Beach. And Doctor's Cave is like an extremely famous beach in Jamaica. Yes, and so this is a great offering because you can really get to explore the island. Well, I think that we have come to the end, and there it is. It has been my extreme utmost pleasure to showcase our beautiful destination of One Love. We are open, we're ready and ready to welcome you. And so let me turn it back over to Latanya, who's gonna get you there.
Yes, guys, thanks again for tuning in. If you tuned in late, darling, you're now traveling with your local Houston travel blogger, TVMA The Tea, and the lovely Victoria Harper from Jamaica Tourism. She just dropped the tea, honey. We just learned all of the protocols we need to enter Jamaica during this new normal, as well as what's up and coming out there. So, guys, if you have any frequently asked questions or questions that may just be pending on you, go ahead and type those in the Facebook Live. I'll go ahead and get those questions asked while we're live. And we are going to head over to trivia. So while you're thinking about your questions and getting it posted, we'll go ahead and head over to trivia. So trivia, Victoria, you've dropped so much tea with us, darling. So what trivia have you been thinking about? Because I heard you kind of giving hints, doing it. So what's your trivia?
Well, you got me a little excited when you told me you made it to the top. And so you've made it very famous and well known to your audience here that Dunn's River Falls is a place to visit. But are they able to tell us, Latanya, where is Dunn's River Falls? Which resort area can you find Dunn's River Falls?
All right, let me type this question into the live for my viewers to read. What location, guys, is Dunn's River's Fall? Right, Victoria?
Yes. Which resort area is it in?
That's so easy for me.
You want a harder one?
No, no. No, because I know somebody that's watching live is going to get that. Oh my God, I have Natasha responding from Houston, Texas, and she was the first one, and she said, Ocho Rios, man.
Ocho Rios, man. All right, big up to Houston, Texas in the house. How you doing up
right.
there?
That's right. So Natasha, keep it locked, darling. You are one of my clients, honey. So I already have all of your contact information. So I'll definitely be getting you some travel trinkets from Jamaica, from Victoria. I am so excited about this tea, Victoria. This was actually very good. I'm actually going to peruse through Facebook Live really, really quickly because I want to just be sure no one has any questions. And right now,
All right.
I don't
In the
see
meantime,
any
we covered it
questions.
all.
I don't see any questions. So normally what this tells me is that whenever we go live, honey, we have did the thing. We have done great, and our adventurers don't have any questions because this probably has answered so much for them. But guys, I know you may be thinking about some later. It's quite okay. Don't be afraid to reach out to me, and I'll go ahead and get those questions answered for you. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. And oh my God, Victoria, thank you for taking time out of your schedule. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Who would have thought it would have been like this? So I look
Well,
forward to working with you in the future. And we definitely will be connecting because guess what? That Ocean Coral Springs, that is on my bucket list. As soon as they said they were opening that and I learned about it in the Jamaica Tourism webinar, I was like, oh, yes. Oh, yes.
well, I will be right behind you, my dear, because there's no place like Jamaica, no place else in the world. And you can come, get your healing, eat some good food, meet some wonderful people, get a warm sunshine, as you say, explore some mountains,
That's right.
waterfalls, rivers, and we have everything for you in Jamaica. So ready to welcome you.
I am ready. And you know what? This festival thing in October, darling, we're gonna need to talk about that.
Hey,
Because
time to jump
I
up,
think
jump
y'all need a
up.
blogger out there for that. So we definitely need to talk about that. So yes, I'm looking forward to it. And thanks again. Guys, you know what it is. I am out of cappuccino. So that is my time. Any closing words, Victoria, that you would like to share with our viewers today?
Well, I just want to continue to thank you and our audience for all your love and support of our destination, Jamaica, and our people. As I said, we look forward to welcoming you. And Jamaica truly is the heartbeat of the world. So thank you for all the continued love and support. And we hope to see you in Jamaica soon. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, you definitely gonna see us soon. I'm gonna let the hubby know today, darling, that the
All
festival is
right.
going down in October. Uh, somebody says on live, I want to go to the carnival also. Darling, sounds like a trip we need to plan, honey. You know, you
All
from
right.
that, so just get with me. We'll work it out. So definitely, guys, thank you for tuning in. What I want to do right now is I want to go ahead and you know how we close out the show. For those of you that don't know, I am a cruise planners travel agency, land and sea expert, a franchisee, and guys, check out our branding commercial. Victoria, thank you so much. You've been great.
You're so welcome. One love.
One love.
Hike through one of America's national parks. Escape in comfort with a family vacation rental in Florida, or unwind at an all-inclusive Caribbean resort with just the two of you. We know travel will be a little different, but the excitement is all the same. As the world reopens and cruises prepare to set sail, cruise planners will be here, like we've always been, ready to provide you with all the details so that you will have a fun, memorable, and safe trip. Never stop exploring. Cruise Planners, your land and cruise experts.
Ah, yes, guys. Today was definitely a vibe. We had fun learning about all of the new things in Jamaica, of course, the protocols, and oh my, guess what, guys? We've got